Yo, 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 check it out. Sunday night, Sunday afternoon, depending on where you're at. I'm Steven, aka The Wiz. We're here for another streaming adventure in the world of trading markets for the love of it. And hopefully one day we'll make some money from it as well. But it's a process. All right. So we're in a crypto trade right now, and I'll show you what the trade was. I did get in a little early on it. Um, well, not necessarily too early. And we played what is let me put this full screen because this is kind of shit. I don't use this platform too much because I'm not a heavy crypto trader. So, if I'm looking for like a full screen mode here. So this is maximize pain, but I can't obviously maximize the pain that I'm trying to maximize, which is this. If I hit this, I log out. So we don't want to do that. Um, so I guess that's it. I guess I don't go full screen with it. Okay, whatever. Um, all right, so let's go to a higher time frame, like the 1 hour. It makes more sense. Okay, so the first thing we saw was this. I did get in a little bit early. This is kind of crazy. The first thing we saw was this, obviously, this pattern right here. If you wanted to, you could bring it all the way back to, sorry, it's hard to see with this stupid fucking interface. I'm not gonna lie. Um, kind of have that downtrend, right? Kept trying to break through, failed, came back farther, broke through, made a little more progress, double top ish, came back down here, cleaned up all that, worked our way back up, tested again, lost some momentum, ripped down farther, right? Swept all these lows here. And yeah. And what time was this right here? 1300 yesterday. So yeah, we were basically playing this pattern. I'll show you right here. This needs at least 2 touches on each side. And basically that's a falling wedge. Okay, and a falling wedge is a it's a bullish kind of a breakout pattern, a reversal pattern. You see we've been making lower highs, lower lows. The ranges are starting to get smaller, and then we just made a higher high and a higher low. We're about to make another higher high and a higher low, right? If we haven't already done so, right here. There. I think it's already in on this candle close. This kind of wicked up, so it doesn't really count too much. It counts because it took out some of this liquidity, but VWAP is right here. So we're on our way up. Okay, but that wasn't the one we were in. Okay, this one right here. That's the one we're in now. All right, but the one we were in was big, was this high, this high, and this low to this low right here. So that's the one we were in, and that's also descending triangle. So, right, we could do it again right here. 2 points. Reset this one. Use this wick right here if you want. Those big wicks, it's like manipulation. So, meaning that I'm not counting that necessarily. This one has 4 touches. So we're still in a descending wedge, right? So plan on breaking out of this one, moving up into this one, and taking this profit like right here somewhere. So that's the plan on the crypto. So when this trade right here, risking 11 to win. I don't think we come back, but I'm still going to keep my stop back there. Risking 11 to win 41. It's pretty good. I mean, I guess I could move up in this to break even, right? Or just reduce a little bit here to $8, just in case it comes back and wicks all this stuff out. This is a pretty strong bottom here, though. So, a lot stronger than here. Kind of flattened out, then ripped up, not just a whoop whoop. So there was some good resistance building right here. Right. So we break through that. I lose. We could also bounce from here, right? And continue down. Lower and then eventually come up, right? So we could stay in this channel for a while. Another thing, I mean, if you really just want to lock in some profit, that's still a good risk to reward ratio. That's probably a better trade. We might see a little bounce back, and then we could have another opportunity to enter up to the next. So falling wedge is kind of a reversal pattern. All right. Cool thing, I'm a member of the site. What I really liked about it more than I use it for the more than that I use it for trading signals. What I really like about it is their educational system. So like I pay for this, all right? Bought a lifetime membership. They had a deal going on for like $600, but it doesn't cost that much. But you can check it out yourself. It's altfins.com. But just so you understand what I'm using, you can also connect via API and do some, and you can pay for access to that too. Okay. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll build a bot that trades for me. Just for fun. I really use it to learn. Okay, the knowledge base is really good. crypto education. It doesn't just apply to crypto, it applies to everything. There's a trading course, teaches you all kinds of cool shit, right? And not just that, there's a lot of videos, but I just been doing the non-video stuff to force myself to learn better through reading. I think it's just a better way to learn. You have to really think. When you're watching, it's kind of passive. When you're reading, it's an active thing. So I think reading is better for learning. I think listening is better so that you become aware that something even exists, or you understand the highest, just summary level. But then you actually have to, I think, read to best learn. That's my opinion, at least for myself. So crypto education, um, all kinds of shit. Okay, but all I'm gonna really go over is like, okay, so we saw a falling wedge, right? And there's a section on how to trade falling wedge pattern. It shows you what it is. It shows you what its tendency is. It's a bullish falling wedge reversal pattern. Then here's a bearish falling wedge reversal pattern. All right, so we're saying it's going to stay in the wedge here. Here, we're saying it's going to break out of the wedge. Down, where it's a reversal back up. So that's why it could get confusing, right? Because they're both falling wedges, but you can play it as a reversal, or you can play it as a continuation. You can kind of see the difference. On the continuation, it's kind of rounded up here and it's kind of losing steam. So it's going to continue to go down. And if you look up here on the falling wedge, again, they're both falling wedges, right? You'll see some real hard attempts to break through and pullbacks, and then deeper attempts to go through. So it's a little bit more aggressive, right? This is a little more passive and slow. And the action up here, it's really aggressive. So when we come into the crypto here, looking at the higher time frame, it's been really aggressive, right? Really aggressive. Slow crawls up, aggressive move down. Slow crawl up, aggressive move down. Now we're starting to build a little bit more momentum to the upside. All right, aggressive move up, slow move down. Aggressive move up, slow move down. So that's kind of what I see right here. That's my analysis. That's why I'm in this trade. Big wick energy right there. We'll probably just rip back up through that. Probably manipulation. But we've been in this trade for a while. So now what do we see? Two touches. We see up. What's up with that? See a channel and channel. What would you call this? A ascending wedge? Let's see. Let's see if we can find it. So that's an ascending wedge, right? So this is where you play the ascending wedge back down. And then look at this, right? Even broke through this horizontal resistance right here. Okay, or it broke through this horizontal resistance right here. Or what used to be support, trying to turn it into resistance. It could definitely turn here, okay? Like I could see it turning right here. All right, so this is a pivot. This is a pivotal point. But at the moment, we got this VWAP pretty close. Looks like a magnet. Probably at least get to the VWAP and tap into the next imbalance right here. Or making the decision where it's going to go next. So that's interesting. So right, that's an ascending wedge for the moment. And let's look at ascending wedge, right? So before I do that though, so falling wedge, it gives you a lot of information, like it gives you the confirmation, everything. Verify at least 2 to 3 touches on each trend line, confirm downward slope of both lines, check the volume. So we didn't check the volume. Volume needs to be, well, we got momentum here. I got a Mac. I don't really trade with this stuff. I'm just fucking playing around, really. I do order flow more on the future side. Oh, the market open. We'll come back to this, but this is playing out pretty well. You know, we're not oversold yet. We're not over 70. We're like 66 or some shit. 60. Where are we at? This stupid thing right here. Oh, wait. This is the EMA 200. My bad. We're going to hit the EMA 200, right? Like, do you have any doubts that we're going to hit the EMA 200 here? I don't. So I'm confident. Doesn't mean it won't, right? On balance, volume is starting to increase, but we don't have volume on this. What's really weird is I can't find a fucking volume indicator on this. Only has this on balance volume, so that's what I'm using. Okay, so I'm using this to kind of gauge if volume is it's increasing, right? Higher low, higher high, prices going up. Even RSI divergent or MACD, right? Those are trending. Those are, everything's trending up. So there's no reason to, and then the chart pattern says the same thing. And then we have a really important 200 moving average up here that we should hit. I should probably put it right on the 200, right? Because we might get a big snapback right there. So back to ascending. This right here is it tells you everything. Okay. So what I do is I basically, when I see one, I come up here, I pull this up. If I don't remember, I can go look. Okay, what do I need to use? What do I need to be looking for? Where's my stop loss? Okay, where's my profit targets? Different ways to do it, common mistakes. Combining with other indicators, see, I even put MACD and RSI on there. Look for bullish divergence, price making lower lows, while RSI is making higher lows. RSI crossing above 50 on breakout adds confirmation. MACD, all that stuff, volume profile, on balance volume, since I'm using this, trending upwards signals accumulation. So that's what we see. So that's why I like it. I can just use it to learn while I watch the markets. But we're gaining momentum. I really don't think it matters what uh, indicators or things you use. You have to kind of understand how the market actually works. You have to understand that what effort and exhaustion and acceleration looks like. You have to understand that risk management is like the most important thing. And there's other things that are important, but that's first. That'll save you because if that you don't have that on lock, your mistakes are amplified and you're already over leveraged. So generally speaking, so this is a really good trade. I saw this yesterday and I just let it cook. This just smells breakout in 200 moving average. So ugly though. Let's look at it here. It's better. So BTC 5 minute had this range annotated here. And you can see this is the, actually you can see the triangle on the larger time frame. See that right there? Isn't that insane? On the 5 minute, there's our triangle. These aren't touching, so this is really a wedge. Okay, it's not a triangle yet. This only went to the second touch right there. So there's your break through the wedge. And then volume, zoom in. So right here, crazy. That's where the battle was. That's where we got significant volume. And then we had the breakout. Then we retested the high volume candle. Well, we retested, sorry, this range that it broke out of right here. Came back into it and then left. Okay, so this was better view. And Have some VWAP, weighted average, volume weighted average price. Anchored VWAP. Have this swing low. So it's clear. This is going to be our support area. Do it as a horizontal ray. That'd be our support area. Then this makes sense. This is where the high volume is right here. This is the support area. This is a more recent profile for what we, or actually this is the more recent. Let's change this so we can see a little bit deeper. Yeah, it's a support right there. That volume. 6350. Expecting my stop need to be right there. There's a reaction expected here and some consolidation. Because this is going to be a supply zone. That's where price sellers stepped in to push the price lower. And about 50% of that box is where we're going to see reaction. And we just did. If I, let's do it on our other chart. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where oh, it's another screen. All right. So clear out all these drawings. So if we just take this swing right here, okay? This is the volume profile for that swing. This is the volume point of control. So that's 64,000, right? 64,000 would be the number, 64,000, okay? Let's call it 64,000. Don't need that. Just throw it up here. 64,000 is the number. And let's add 200. Oh, or sorry, moving average. Okay, so on the 5 minute, this is interesting. Let me go to my other chart. Okay, that's the 1 hour chart. Okay. Yeah, it's a reversal. I really like this trade. And this falling wedge is about 67% um, accurate. I would call that A plus setup. Or a B setup. Look at that. And then let's look on the 4 hour. Crazy. So we're above the 4 hour EMA already. That has room to 64,000 to get to the P. It's the same POC, obviously, volume. Let's go to daily. Oh shit, we got a long way to go. Man, 200 EMA is all the way up at 71,500. Hmm, that's a fun little target right there. Matches right up with this right here. Just a little seller stepped in lower. That's a target. All right, that was a big down move, right? More room to the upside. But we could be in consolidation too, right? Like on this daily, we're essentially in consolidation right now. Um, we also have a channel happening here. And have a lower high to this, like uh, we'll have that right there. It's about an equal high. Fuck, man. Why would they do that while I'm charting? So there's lots of possibilities here. All right, then you got on the higher time frame, which is 200 moving average is right in line with deep. So we, oh my God, I'm gonna fucking shoot somebody. Not literally, but why? Why would you do that? Don't do me like that. Try this shit again. All right, so it's consolidation, right? Or it could be working it pull back for another leg down, right? For sure. So we have this state. The, I can't really tell now. Obviously, we're on the daily. So this is daily. Um, it's tightening up. It's an ascending wedge. Technically, this goes 2 touches. It would be this way. Oh, oh my God. Okay, we're not fucking with that right now. Okay, so at the end of the day, I'm saying we're gonna get our 1 hour 200 moving average. All right, so we're gonna shift gears. So that's a little crypto. We're in a position looking to break out of this ascending wedge with strong upward momentum, not just Just steady volume, on balance volume increasing, the MACD line increasing in slope, the RSI is climbing but still not overbought, I guess. Overbought, be the term. I guess that's what they use. Anyways, we'll get out of here. All right, so deep charts. I need to stop this back testing. All right, so we're gonna close replay mode, open up a new price chart. We're gonna open up MNQ. Yeah, then we're gonna add some things to it. First thing we're gonna add is volume width based price line to make it this orange color, make it dot dash dot, and we make it a little bit bigger. All right, so those now we can see where price is. I guess we should connect to Apex. All right, so we need to put it on. DH is on. We're still waiting to connect. Price action should start. You can do it. You can connect. Come on, man. Connect. 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 Come on. All right. While we wait for that, we need to add the next thing we're going to add is volume uh, deep V tracker. Then we're going to set this up. We're going to save a template. We're going to go strong, strong, strong for right now. And when it accelerates, I want it to be green. And when it exhausts, I want it to give me like no color, like gray. And when it slows down, that's like consolidation. I want to give it like a blue and neutral color. We'll save. Call this deep V default. But weird. What's not working? Throwing me off. Try it again. I have to restart the platform. It's so weird. Is it because let me try to connect to my Rhythmic Trader, see what the problem is. Okay, that's not the right account. Fuck. Um, hmm, so strange. My internet. Phone. Stupid two-factor authentication. Maybe. Oh shit. This is weird. Is it me? Can't even connect to APAC. Their whole site is down. What? Are you kidding me? That's why. Okay, no worries. So we're not doing that. um, they're just down. I can't even get my login credentials because they're on the site. Hmm. Let me go to x.com, see what's going on here. Haven't been here in a while. It's me. My connection. I'm gonna have to turn the stream off.